Huzzah! What's going on, everyone? It is Storm the Bard. It's Tears Day. It's Tuesday. I want to do this in a video vlog format because when I was thinking about writing this out in Discord, for one, I haven't done a vlog in a long time anyway, so I figured also for our YouTube community, for those who are still out there, and I thank you for those still supporting, and for the new people coming in, while also I want to do this for our community that's on the stream all the time, our Discord community as well, and just explain some things that have been going on and how I've been feeling and just kind of get it all out there and stuff. So instead of sitting there and writing all this out and everything like that, and again, for our YouTube community wondering where the heck I've been, because I know I've been away and I haven't been making videos like I used to over this past, probably over a past year. I haven't been doing my top fives and things like that and such. So I want to explain more about coming into the future, what's going on with that. So first off, let me start with this. I am a procrastinator. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible procrastinator. If you ever sit down and look at a flaw at a person, or you ask them what's your major flaw, that is mine. I'm a procrastinator. I have missed out on opportunities from the past in real life because I procrastinated. I have just said I do things and I don't do them and stuff like that, and I'm really trying to break out of that shell, especially this year and moving forward and such, because I'm no spring chicken and I really need to break out of that. So with that said, that is one of the main reasons you haven't seen videos from YouTube in quite a while, especially with streaming. It kind of just took over things, and I just kind of put it on the side and was like, okay, I'll get back to it when I decide, hey, I want to get back to it. But I'm pushing forward, moving forward with that. With that said, I'm actually going to start taking a stream day, probably Sundays, because that's usually my day when I'm usually kind of, hampered down a little bit, or I'm a little more chill because of, on our co-op day on Saturday, we usually stay up late doing stuff, things like that. And it's one of those days where I could definitely just sit down and start working on videos and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on stream and see how that works. So for those who want to come and see the actual, processes and stuff of top 5 videos and things like that, I think I'm going to start making them on stream itself, and maybe finding a way to even have the community interact a little bit too. So I don't know, we'll see how that all works out. But for now, I want to just start focusing, because I want to get back to at least trying to make a video a week, one video a week and stuff, and start pushing the YouTube again, because I had something really good going and I don't want to lose out on that. And I know there's still people waiting for me to come back and start making videos again on the top 5s like I used to and such. And I want to start focusing on some trophy hunting with those, top 5 trophies to go pick up and things like that, and all kinds of cool stuff. So we'll definitely start getting back into that. So look forward to that. Secondary thing I wanted to talk about is, I'll be completely honest, all the platinum hunting I've been doing lately is kind of burning me out, and the reason behind it is not so much just going after the trophies and everything. I love doing that regardless. I mean, that's why I'm on the PlayStation ecosystem. I love playing on PlayStation. I love picking up the trophies. It's always a fun thing. However, I feel that I kind of shoot myself in the foot, because there's a lot of great RPGs and a lot of great open world games that I'm kind of pushing myself away from, because I'm either looking for easier platinums, like ones that don't have to do with difficulties and things like that, or certain types where you have to get this part done without killing somebody or doing this thing or whatever and such. And because of that, it's kind of ruining my experience for going and playing games that I really want to play. So moving forward, still with trophy hunting in mind, and still rewarding people in our community with trophy hunting with our rune system and stuff like that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on more, basically, we'll take a step back for a second. What is Storm the Bard in the whole grand scheme of things? Well, when I first created this channel, it was always about single-player adventures, open world, RPGs. That's always been what I've been about, telling stories. And it just comes down to that. Storm the Bard is all about telling stories, because that's what a bard does. And that's what I love playing. I love playing games that have good stories. Whether it's a big RPG with side quests with little stories involved inside, or an adventure game that has a good storyline, or anything of that caliber that has good stories that are the game developers build and things like that. And there's always a lot of fun, especially with open world games. You kind of build your own story at the same time because different things happen that you just have no control over, which makes for a great story. So stuff like that. So moving forward, that's going to be a primary thing, and which we already kind of do, but at the same time, again, like lately, especially this past year or so, I have been focusing more on, this past year, I've been focusing more on just getting the platinum for those type of games and stuff like that. Where moving forward, if I decide to go with a platinum, I'm going to move that into the night stuff, because we have 2 streams now, really, with my job and stuff, because I work nights now. That's obviously another thing that's changed big time over the year. Last year, I got a new job where I work nights. That has changed things. My schedule now is definitely changed from when I used to stream around 7, 8 o'clock at night. Now, sometimes I'm streaming up to 7, 8 o'clock at night, or 10 o'clock at night, give or take, depending on what time I have to go to work and such. And then, depending on getting home earlier, or in terms of if it's like one of those nights where I only go in for a couple hours, I come home and then or even a night when I have off, I'll take a break for a little bit and I'll come back after midnight and then go from like midnight till 6 in the morning or something like that, because that's really my true time, because I work nights now. So with that being said and done, the late afternoon evenings is for our story stuff. The nighttime stuff is going to be more for trophy hunting, grinding, stuff like that. Hunting those platinums that I do want to work on, but I don't want to keep doing it in our story time thing, if that makes sense. So secondary playthroughs, stuff like that. I'll be enjoying doing that. I've already done that a few times and I've enjoyed that. So I want to keep that going. That also includes like Souls games. So if I play a Souls game the first time on our story time stuff, maybe we'll pull that into the night to do some work on more trophy hunting and stuff like that. So, so moving forward, that's what we're going to do. And with that, it's going to open up more titles to play with, not focusing on platinum running, but focusing on playing through, getting trophies, things like that. And then if I decide to do platinum, then I'll move over into the night. We'll start kicking it off and doing more stuff. So that is the plan moving forward. That will also interface with our YouTubes and get those back so I can get more games, because another thing I want to focus on too is indies again, besides the AAA games, like a mixture of both, because that was a big thing that also we had going on the channel, was playing indie games that you guys have never seen or played before, that I've either heard about or wanted to hunt down and try out. And like, for example, Genesis Alpha 1 has been a great game that a lot of people have looked at and went, wow, I didn't even know about this game, and it's really cool, and I love the idea of this alien thing and stuff. And that's, again, those are the games I want to bring to you guys and stuff. Games that maybe are kind of out of the box that you don't know about. So that's the plan moving forward. And I feel like we're going to have a good time with it more than anything else. So moving into this year, so just to give a very fast recap, basically, still plans for platinums that will maybe move over into nights though, but more focus on the single player open world games, with emphasis of just doing maybe say all side quests, the storyline itself, playing on easier difficulties to just enjoy it without all the depths and everything else, unless it's like a Souls game, then obviously we have no control over that. And and then, like, again, moving into the nighttime to focus on finishing them and getting platinums then. So that's the plan. And obviously more YouTube videos to come, with a lot more YouTube stuff, including full Let's Plays and top 5s. So, and hopefully by the end of this year, not doing a lot. Getting better at it to a point. But anyway, have a great one. Thank you for watching this. I know it's almost 10 minutes long or so, but I do appreciate it. I want to just get this out here in the way I've been feeling and stuff, and go from there. So have a great one. Be safe, be just, and as always,